Imagine this, a classroom with white faces with orderly rows of desks full of learners waiting to regurgitate information about Shakespeare, Hawthorne, and hosts of other classical authors who died centuries ago. Look familiar? Most likely this is the classroom you knew if you grew up in America. But like anything else in life, change is the only constant when it comes to school. Demographic shifts have led to a rising presence of students from a wide range of diverse backgrounds, which shows no sign of slowing. Among these students, one group in particular has experienced an especially significant increase in enrollment within American schools.
English language learners account for roughly 10% of the student population in the United States. Research has shown a 63% increase in growth among the ELL community over the last decade. The darker colors represent states that are composed of 10 to 25% of ELL students. These are the top 10 languages spoken in ELL students' homes. 71% of students speak Spanish, followed by Chinese and Vietnamese. There are several factors that influence how an ELL student learns, such as prior schooling, socioeconomic status, prior content knowledge, and immigration status. Accommodations for ELLs actually benefit all learners. For example, research has shown creating mainstream classrooms more responsive to ELLs will create students who are more open to underserved learners.
This diversity, though, presents teachers with a difficult challenge. How do you make curriculum relevant and accessible for all students? After all, many students identify with pop stars and hip-hop, not men who lived hundreds of years ago. That being said, it's time to change the way English is taught in American schools. Here's where hip-hop-based education comes into play. Hybrid texts are texts derived from hip-hop culture. Many times, hybrid texts are used as relevant bridges to help students understand and relate to classical works of literature.
Research demonstrates that HHBE offers a wide variety of benefits for all students, shown to increase the relevance of content and lead to higher levels of student motivation and engagement. HHBE has also been observed to lead to student growth in intertextuality and critical literacy skills, as well as enhanced classroom discussions. Studies have also shown that HHBE can aid ELLs with language acquisition, establishing an identity, and bridging the cultural divide. As a parent, I understand why we might object to using hip-hop in a classroom. The offensive language, poor grammar, and the graphic subject matter used in a lot of hip-hop music is quite controversial. However, many students encounter all of these things on a daily basis. Because of this, the use of hip-hop in school presents the opportunity for engaging students in discussions about these relevant and significant issues. Overall, the use of hip-hop-based education in the English classroom is a relevant, culturally responsive, and effective teaching strategy which benefits all students.